welcome to my channel. I'm Gina and you're watching The Pink Trellis. So I didn't think I was going to be able to produce a video for you guys this week, but here I am. I thought with everything going on in the next couple of weeks that I was going to have to take a couple of weeks off, but it turns out that I had some extra time and I just couldn't stay away from you guys, I guess. So I was able to make a video for you this week. So in last week's video, I showed you guys some things I picked up from my local thrift shop. And one of the viewers in the comments asked if I might be able to do a whole video on my thrift store shopping. So that's what I'm doing for you guys today. So I'm taking you along with me thrift shopping. And when I go thrift shopping, I'm mostly looking for, well, I look for everything, but I'm looking for plant-related items. I look at clothing, I look at books, I look at the furniture. I pretty much am an equal opportunity thrift store shopper. So anything that catches my eye. So we're going to two thrift shops today. We're going to go to my local Goodwill, and then we're also going to go to another thrift store called Ark, A-R-C, which I think is just a Western thrift store. I don't remember them out east, and they don't have them in like California, so I think it might just be maybe this area. But it's a really great thrift shop. We always find, well, not always, but a lot of times we find some really good stuff. So I'm really excited to take you guys along with me, and then at the very end of the thrift store shopping, I'll show you my thrift store haul. So I'm really looking forward to showing that to you. So let's get going. All right, so here we are at my Goodwill. When I first walk into the Goodwill, I like to check out the new racks, which are in the center aisle. As you can see, there's quite a few people around them there, so we're just going to skip that and go straight down the aisle of clothing. After looking at the clothing, I always go to the furniture department, but this store was having a 50% off all furniture sale. There were a ton of people there and I didn't want to invade their privacy with my videoing, so I skipped that and went straight to the household stuff. And this section right here usually has a bunch of candles, which I like to look for anthropology candles here, which I do find occasionally. Oh my gosh, this clown. Let's just pause here a moment to appreciate the craziness of this clown, which I actually kind of like, not because I want it for myself, but because I like to see how long it will be sitting here before someone purchases it. These two white pedestals there for candles would be so perfect to use as a riser for your planted pots on a shelf. I love doing stuff like that. I thought this little kind of terracotta-ish vase was really neat. I'm a big fan of bunny rabbits, and this is a neat little pot holder. Looks like it was kind of like a wicker material, but it wasn't quite my style. This is their wood section, and I like these little fans. They're rattan-ish fans, but they were modern. If they were vintage, I would have picked those up. And of course they had some really nice baskets. This one has a plastic bottom, so you could easily put a potted plant in there. glass section is so useful for us plant parents. Like those two vessels would be great for water propagations. And this is the first time I've seen one of these glass cloches at this thrift store. I wasn't in the market for one, but if I was, I would have snagged that one so fast. And some more glass vessels for water propagations. And of course, this is one of my very favorite sections where they keep the planters. Lots of cute planters, and I love that hummingbird feeder as well. That red, white, and blue planter is so cool. I really like these. They're terracotta and white painted. Thought they were neat. And these little small ceramic pots, super cute. On to the next shop. This is my Ark thrift store. My first stop here is always the books, and I'm on the hunt for a Mediterranean diet cookbook. I've not yet been able to find one. If any of you are into the Mediterranean diet and have a recommendation for a cookbook, let me know in the comments below. My next favorite section is the garden and plants section. This was a neat book about greenhouses. I'm not personally into orchids, but this was such a neat coffee table book about orchids. It had all the orchids and their name and the names of the orchids, and they're just really, it was a neat book. And they also had this book of miniature orchids, which was a nice one as well. So on to the household items. This is their candle section. Sometimes I use empty votive holders as cover pots for my plants, and that works out really well. This is their wood and baskets section, and they also had some nice baskets. I really like this little basket. I liked how it was a little lopsided. It just had a vintage look to it. And this is their planter section. They had some nice planters in this section as well. And I really love green glass, and I really love this vase. It would have been perfect for larger plant water propagations. And this little terracotta pot is pretty cute as well. And I always like to look at their dinnerware. I like mixing and matching my dinner plates. It just gives your table a fun, eclectic look. And I really love when I can find some Anthropologie dinnerware. Anthropologie is one of my favorite stores, so when I can find some of their stuff at the thrift store, it is always exciting. So here we are in one of my very favorite sections of the store, and this is the arts and crafts section. And they had some embroidery hoops, but they're a little bit too larger than what I like to use. And in this section is where last time I found my embroidery floss in one of these bags, but they didn't have any this time. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed that little walk through my local thrift shops. And now I'm going to show you what I picked up. I'm curious if, as I was walking through the stores, if you, when you saw things, if you were guessing, I wonder if she picked that up. I know when I watch videos, I do that. Videos of other vloggers doing thrift store shopping. So it's always fun. All right, so let's start with Goodwill. What I hauled from Goodwill. So I guess we'll start with probably the clothing, because that's not as exciting as the planty stuff, I don't think. So the first item I picked up, this tie-dye t-shirt. I just love tie-dye, and this is Old Navy, and it's a nice, larger, loose-fitting, cute little t-shirt. Casual, because that's mostly what I wear is casual stuff, since I don't work outside the house and I don't need fancy clothes. So this is my style. And this was $1.99. All right, so the next item I picked up, another clothing item, this really cute hooded sweatshirt, hooded, and this one is from J. Crew Vintage Fleece. And this is a nice sweatshirt for spring and summer. If you're going to be at the beach or at night, it gets cooler. So, and I like stripes, so it kind of has a bit of a nautical look to it. I just thought it was super cute. And this one was $5.99. All right, so next item. I feel like I'm always looking for shorts. And I found these tie-dye. I like tie-dye, what can I say? Tie-dye, kind of a, well, it's kind of like a terry cloth on the inside, and it's kind of, actually I feel it has kind of like a sweatshirt type material feel to it. And these are from Universal Threads, which is Target, and it was only $3.99. So I'm always looking for cute casual shorts to wear around the house. I walk around the garden, sit outside, watch the birds. Cute. All right, so I want to apologize for my hideous looking arm. I don't know if you noticed this, but here last night I burned myself when I was cooking, and this bruise is from moving stuff around. So I just noticed that. You can see that in the video, and it looks just lovely. So anyway, all right, next. So we have one last clothing item before we get to the plant stuff, and it's another pair of shorts. So these kind of take me back to the 80s with that kind of a bleached out denim. These, and they're Bermuda style shorts. And these are Apartment 9, which I'm not sure who makes that, but they should be nice for just more casual wear, and they were $4.99. All right, now for the good stuff. So they had quite a few plant-related items, things that really caught my eye, but I only picked up 2 things, and that is these. Did you think I might grab these? I love the turquoise color, and this was my favorite of the greens. So they're just little, probably what, 3-inch, and they have drainage. And these will work so well for like my cactuses, succulents, or even little propagations of Hoyas. So these were $2.99 a piece. All right, so now we're on to Ark Thrift Store and what I picked up from there. So I did get just one clothing item there, so we'll get that out of the way. And that is another pair of shorts. These are 100% linen, which I love. Thought the stripes were cute. They're like a gray and white. So they should be really comfortable for these hot, overly hot days we were having this summer. And this is from J. Jill. And they were $4.99. All right, now what I got. So I'm a big fan of the books at thrift stores, and like I mentioned, I would look at the cookbooks looking for Mediterranean diet cookbook, and then my other favorite section is the garden section with plant books and just garden stuff. So I did end up bringing this one home. So I would love to have a greenhouse, but it'll probably be a while before I do that, and I'm hoping in the future this book might come in handy. It has plans for greenhouses, and it's just all about greenhouses. So this should be fun. And the second book I got was this one, Attracting Birds to Your Backyard. So I'm a big bird lover. I love to just sit outside in the morning, in the afternoon, and grab a book, read my book, and watch the birds at the bird feeder and listen to the birds. And I just love wild birds. So it'll be fun to sit out there and look at my book with the birds. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we can get to the planty stuff that I picked up at Ark Thrift Store. And the first one is this. Isn't that adorable? It's a terracotta pot, and it's got these etchings. It's got a sun. It's a little bunny rabbit, which I love bunny rabbits. Some sort of corn or plant. Turtle. A goat, a snake, just a little design. I just thought this was the cutest thing. And it does have a drainage hole. And I'll probably use this for a succulent or a cactus. And it was only 69 cents. Just love it. All right, so we're down to the very last thing I picked up. And I literally saved the best for last. Ta-da! Oh, I love it so much. So this is a ceramic pot in one of my favorite colors. It's like a blush pink, and it is 2 pieces. And of course it has drainage, and I just love it. It's probably vintage because it just has that vintage look about it. Of course it is used, which is fine. And it was all of $1.99. So I am just tickled pink about this one. I love it. So I had to figure out what I'm going to put in it. I'll probably end up putting a Hoya in it, although it might be really cute with a Syngonium. Either an all green one. Oh, maybe like my Syngonium Batik might look good in this. I don't know. Now I'm leaning towards Syngonium. I was at first thinking Hoya, but I think this is going to be for Syngonium. All right, so that's it. That's everything I hauled from my 2 local thrift stores. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I'll probably make this a regular thing because it's so much fun, and hopefully you think so too, and that you'd want to see more of these thrift hauls. I don't always have as good a luck as this. So this was a pretty good haul for me. So, but you never know. You never know what you're gonna get at the thrift. We usually go like 2-3 times a week, and we don't always get something, but it's fun when we do. So look forward hopefully to more of these type of videos. All right, I guess that's it. So for sure next week I probably will be taking the weekend off, but then I'll be back the following week. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.